Hey guys, this is Taylor here with TravelPic.com. We're going to be doing another quick tutorial on landscape presets and how to utilize them and really just get the best of them. So, the presets, you have kind of some basic ones that you could add to the photo and see if you get the, you know, the photo you're looking for right off the bat without going into hard editing. Um, I use these sometimes, but not all the time. If I'm really don't care about the photo a ton but want to make it look a lot better, I stick with these. And honestly, they look pretty good. I'll give you an example. You have add some color, bridge at sunset, dark moody forest, drone in the forest, which drone in the forest works really well with photos looking down towards like like a P&W style forest, or really anywhere that has a green and trees. You got foggy and cloudy, foggy and rainy, mountain at twilight, ocean sunset, October vibes, rainy day in the mountains. And like even October vibes, watch how the green here changes to an orange, and it totally changes the feel of the photo, the month. It's honestly super cool. When I realized that, I was like, wow, that is very useful. All right, so let's move on to the steps of the presets. You have a 4 or 5 basic step that you go through. You don't necessarily have to use them all. You can just go through and pick different ones and see how they make your photo work. There's so many different options to choose from. You start out with the base. You got start clean, vibrant start, black and white, dramatic start, softer light, and very HDR. In this case, I really like softer light with the waterfall because these highlights come in a lot, and softer lights keeps that highlights down. And so now let's move on to exposure. I don't feel like the photo needs any brightening because we could brighten it, but I don't think it needs that. It doesn't need any darkening. We could bring the highlights down, and that didn't do much. The highlights already brought down a bit. I would like to see the shadows down. Maybe give it some contrast. That's a little too much. So let's go over here and bring the shadows up just a little bit. -3. Okay, and we could do contrast up. Makes it look a little fake. We could decrease the details, which on the waterfall looks great, and we can actually utilize that in a brush to do the same thing, and you could just highlight the waterfall, which I can show you guys in another video. That's just up here in your brushes. You can flatten the image. This will give it like a gray-like feel if you're looking for a old school looking photo. Honestly, doesn't look half bad. Or you could increase the details. And so far out of these three, if we flatten it and increase the details, it looks pretty good. We can go over here and bring down the clarity a little bit. And, I really like that. There's a little bit of blue in the waterfall that I can show you guys how to take out. Yeah, let's move on to the next step. Now you have colors. You could add blue, you could add greens, you could add yellow and reds. Like adding greens, kind of see how that kind of darkened and saturated all the greens in the photo. I don't think it needs it, but if you found a use for it, go for it. We could reduce the blues, which I'm going to show you. See how that brought out the blue in the waterfall? Awesome. You could bring the greens down, which honestly you don't want to do in this style of photo. You could reduce the reds, the yellows. I think the colors in this look great right now. And then you could also bring the saturation and vibrance down or up. This is up, this is down. With the flattening that image, we don't need to use down or up. It looks great. And tone, this is just kind of an additive to the photo. You could give it a cinematic feel You could do golden hour, November vibes, which is very, very similar to October vibes, but just a little bit more November style. So cinematic feel, kind of, it just added some really cool colors to that photo. I honestly like that. You could do golden hour, as if there was sunset. See how this rock turned to more goldeny purple. You could do November vibes. Boom. You have just totally looks like fall. And I shot this in spring. Yeah, I shot this in 514. Crazy. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Or you could add vignetting if you feel. And I feel like that's a really good looking photo. You could touch it up however you want. That, yeah, there you go. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching.